it's Pixelade here, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. So I don't usually review kits on the channel. They're small, usually just clutter items, and most of them don't really add anything gameplay-wise, at least not anymore. We had Bust the Dust, and I'm pretty sure everybody hated it. Yeah, it was buggy, but I loved it, honestly. But this one, I was very, very excited for it. As soon as I saw what was included, garage items, broken appliances, actual interaction, I just knew that I had to dive in and do a little review. All right, real quick, huge shout out to Instant Gaming for sponsoring today's video. If you play anything else besides The Sims, or honestly, if you're just over all the bugs at the moment and want to play something else, they've got games and DLC for up to 90% off, not just Sim stuff. Planet Zoo, Stardew, and even City Skylines are all on sale. And if you want to go way back, The Sims 3 and all of its packs are there as well. Most content coming in cheaper than the EA app. Now, if you are sticking to just The Sims 4, you can still grab most DLC for up to 70% off, including the newer packs and bundles. And also, I want to give a quick congrats to Reality Pixel. You are the winner of April's giveaway, and I did see that you picked up the nifty knitting stuff pack, so again, congrats to you. And May's giveaway is now up and live, so don't miss it. You can use the link in the description to enter or save on DLC. It helps support the channel and saves you money. So this kit is going to give you a mix of build by objects that focus on garage and workshop style spaces, with the standout feature being 4 broken appliances. You have the microwave, coffee maker, fridge, and stove. They all come pre-salvaged, meaning you have to actually restore them using the handiness skill before they can be used. There are also some interactive utility objects like a water heater, a fuse box. We do have a working fan and even a dusty woodworking bench. But just like with past kits, like every time we get new TVs or new refrigerators, it's basically just the same interactions that we had previously repurposed for a new object. So the water heater really isn't anything new. It's kind of just another water heater in case you don't have the For Rent expansion pack. Plus, there are a whole bunch of cluttered shelves, stackable storage bins, and a grungy wall with tons of swatches. Now, one of the first things I noticed when placing down the appliances, and this did really bug me at first, is the awkward gap between the stove and the fridge and your counters. I get that it might be realistic for older vintage appliances, but it still stands out. Thankfully, you can fix this. That is if it bothers you by using the bb.move objects cheat, but I feel like that shouldn't be necessary. It's only really obvious when you're zoomed all the way in. So each salvageable appliance comes with 12 color swatches, a pretty good variety. I was really surprised by the texture quality on the assets when zooming all the way in. I don't usually pay that much attention in kits, but things look a lot sharper here. Some of the decorative items even come with worn out versions of the same swatches, which is a nice touch. It'll definitely help everything feel more lived in instead of just thrown together, if that's the kind of look you're going for. The stackable storage tubs are one of the most satisfying parts. You can change the swatch on each one as you stack them, so it actually looks like your sim organized them, and if you want, you can do all one color or you can mix and match. It's a small detail, but these are the kinds of things that I look for. Also, the tall toll board, the one that hangs on the wall, has little fluorescent lights built in. Once I was well into laying everything out and making my own little garage, it kind of hit me how close we are to having full-on garages in this game. I mean, we got tool trolleys, lots of clutter, another fuse box, a new hot water heater, restorable parts and storage bins. We're literally so close. The only thing missing now at this point is cars, and of course, actual real functional garage doors and driveways. I don't know, with how many garage themed items we've gotten and the car questions lately in the latest Sims server, survey. I really do hope they're coming, and I do think they're coming, but I think we're probably gonna have to wait a little bit of time. As for gameplay, yeah, it's there, but it's just super light in my opinion. You've got 4 appliances and each one has 2 states, broken and restored. You use the handiness skill to fix them up, but that's it. No stages, there's no progress bar that shows visual changes as you're restoring them. It would have been cool to see these objects improve gradually while your sim worked on them, kind of like the fixer-upper car from The Sims 3. If you know, you know. Right as my sim finished restoring the fridge, I noticed green goo coming from inside of it, so somehow in some way, there was a spoiled food inside that my sim had to clean out. I don't even want to guess how many decades that food has been in there. It is important to note though that you cannot buy the pristine versions of these appliances from Build Buy. You have to go through the restoration process first, which I have to say I do not like. It would have been nice to at least get separate versions of them already there. Like, I know the whole point of this kit is to restore, but some people don't want to restore. Some people just want to place the new ones down. Maybe they're doing builds or something, or they're just storytelling and want to have that stuff there fully restored. And I think that that would have been nice to have. So I don't know, maybe there could be an update where they just add those 4 objects in with all of their respective swatches too. After spending time with it, I've gotta be honest, even though I was really excited for this kit at first, I don't think it's one of my favorites like I thought it would be. The gameplay just doesn't have enough replay value. You restore items once and that's pretty much it. There's really no reason to do it again, unless you just want to do it again, but it's going to be the same thing every time, and that kind of kills the long-term appeal for me. Now, I get it, this is a $5 kit. I wouldn't expect something super deep or complex for that price, but if they ever revisit this kind of system in a future expansion or game pack, I would love to see it go further. Like, what if the appliances could actually decay over time and not just start broken? Maybe after repeated use, they get dirty or stop working and you have to restore them again. I think that would add a ton of replay value and storytelling potential, and honestly, the game already supports this kind of thing. I mean, sinks, TVs, dishwashers, other electronics, and plumbing objects, they all break eventually and need repairs, so layering in a sort of wear and tear system doesn't really feel that far off. It wouldn't even need to be super complicated either. Just having a few stages of deterioration before something needs restoration again could go a long way. Not something I'd expect from a kit, obviously, but in a bigger pack, I think it would make perfect sense. But the Build Buy is really solid at the end of the day. If you love cluttered, realistic builds or want to finally make a garage that looks and feels real, this is definitely going to be the kit for you. And it doesn't even have to be a garage. This kit is literally perfect for basements or storage rooms or pretty much anything, honestly, whatever your imagination decides to cook up. So would I recommend it? Honestly, I think so. Just go into it knowing what you're getting. It's a small step forward with a lot of potential and hopefully something they build on in future packs. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this kit, and are you going to be picking it up, or have you picked it up, or is it just not for you? That is going to be it from me for this video. Thank you guys so much for clicking and watching. Take care and happy life simming, guys.